I'm a featherweight, super featherweight. I want to do featherweight, but you know, it's just got to take things as they come. So at the moment, I'm doing super featherweight. The last couple of years, I've been boxing, but I had a few years out. When I give up when I was about 25, I come on a bit of hard times, in and out of work and that. You know, I had a little baby, so I thought I'll go and just do a bit of training. So I could put on a bit of weight. So I thought I'll go and do a bit of training, get myself fit. And then once I was back in training, I started hitting the bag, and then I started sparring again. And then I thought, you know, next thing I know, I'm boxing again. You know, so yeah, I've come back. I've been fighting good fighters, but I've enjoyed it. You know, I've really enjoyed my boxing this time round. And yeah, I love it. I'm loving the training. I'm loving being fit, and I love getting in there and fighting. I fight hard. I train hard. And I'm looking forward to it. As long as I'm fit and I'm focused, I'm an hard little fighter to beat. I'll come forward, I'm here to fight. I turn up every time I fight, I train hard, and I always come to fight. You know, I don't ever turn up thinking, oh, just for the money. I want to fight, I want to win. The kid I'm fighting, he's fought some good. He's a bit like me as it goes. He's fought all good. He's fought a lot of good fighters. He's fought Paul Appleby. He's got Paul Truscott. He's been in and out of thereabouts. He's had a bit of time for this. I know he's going to come. He knows he's going to come to fight, and you know, I feel so fit and strong at the moment. I feel like I'm going to stick some pressure on him, and like the 4 or 5 rounds, I'll see how he is. You know what I mean? But I can't, to be honest, the way how strong I feel, when how fit I feel, I find I'm just going to walk through him. You know, I ain't bigging myself up, and I'm like, but I just feel so good, and I can't wait. But obviously, I'm ambitious. I don't want to come in. I've had fights. When I come back, I would only come back. I thought to earn a couple of quid on top of my wages. You know, I didn't think. I knew I was a decent little fighter, but I didn't think. I thought, well, I had 3 years out. I thought I'm going to be put in as an opponent and things like that. But that's happened. But I've come back and I've been winning fights. You know, because I'm quite determined. I'm determined to do well. You know, I don't just want to be a journeyman, you know. I could take that route. I've been, you know what I mean, it's a route I have to take, but I knew if I was fit, I could start winning fights. All I've got to be is fit and focused, and like I said, I'm an hard fighter to beat.
International Masters title, great.
Yeah.
Gonna be good.
Should be good, should be good.
Second down, first round.
He's got to keep things nice and tight in this round, Mickey. He needs to, after he does his work, he needs to bring his hands back to his head, protect his head. Don't get too lazy. He can't afford to get lazy early on in the fight. Good little start from Coveney so far. Don't seem too afraid to let his hands go. Vasilev's not too fussy at the moment. You know, he's pretty content to just cover up and take the shots. But that's an impressive start from Mickey so far. Good body shots there. Another good body shot. 2, 3. That's good work. I'm impressed by Coveney's start.
How long will they have done intense training for a night like tonight?
Well, I believe Mickey last boxed mid-August over in Ireland when he won the Irish Super Featherweight title. So he would have probably had a couple of weeks out. He would have probably had a good 6 weeks for this, to be honest. Maybe, you know, the first couple of weeks back training would have been pretty easy. It would have been a bit of stamina work, stuff like that. But certainly the last month it would have been pretty intense. Stop it. To me, it looks like the cut's below the eye. It's not going to have any trouble there with blood running into the eye. Should be absolutely fine. The referee obviously just wants the corner to wipe it over so he can have a look and inspect it, see how bad it is. A little bit of a swelling under there makes it look a little bit worse, but you know, it probably looks worse than it is. Once the swelling goes down, the cut will close up.
But the ref is entitled to stop it just so that the corner can have a look at it and patch it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, anytime the referee can call a halt to the action, get the corner to wipe the cut down so they can have a look. If he thinks you know, potentially a fight-stopping cut. There'll be a doctor at ringside. He'll get him to inspect the cut, ask for his opinion, and they'll come to a decision before the referee decides what to do.
The protection for boxers now is much better than it ever was.
Absolutely. We've got anaesthetists sitting ringside, we've got oxygen, we've got brain surgeons ringside. They instantly know what to do, they know what all the signs are. You know, fortunately, touch wood, you know, we haven't had an accident for a long time, and long may that continue. Another good round there for Vasilev. To me, that makes the fight all level after 6. I've got it 3 rounds apiece. And it absorbs the shock of the shot. So there's a lot more protection for the fighters now.
And the ref stopped fights earlier now than they
Yeah, I
used
think
to
they
when I
do,
was a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Or in your case, it was your mum that stopped the fight with her handbag.
Absolutely cracking right hand from Vasilev there. He's on unsteady legs, Mickey. On very unsteady legs. He's going to struggle to get through this round now. He's going to have to look to hold on. He's going to have to look to hold on and weather the storm now.
Did not see that coming.
No, as I say, I've given the last couple of rounds for Vasilev. He's done some good work. You know, Mickey was just in front of him for too long. He needs to tuck up now, Mickey, and step forward and hold on. Hold him round the waist, round the arm, round the head. He needs to just hold on, grab on, or walk away. He doesn't want to be engaging Vasilev in a fight at the moment because his legs are going to be weak. He's not going to have much purchase in his own punches.
And that cut on Mickey's eye is really starting to open up now, isn't it?
As I say, fortunately, it's underneath the eye. So the bad ones are when they're on the eyelid or they're above the eye. So the blood runs into the eye and it obscures the vision. So at the moment, that's in a safe place. It's not really going to be bothering Mickey too much. As I say, I mean, he looks like he's starting to get a little bit of bounce back in his own steps there. Vasilev done a lot of work trying to get him out. Tough round for Coveney so far.
So with knockouts, how dangerous is that on their health, for a boxer's health?
You know, I mean, any head impact has got the potential to be dangerous. You know, I could fall over in the head on the side of the buff, and it's got the potential to be dangerous. Generally speaking, these are fit guys. They're in good condition. It doesn't really affect them. I mean, a lot of fighters that suffer damage, a lot of them will suffer that caused in too much sparring in gyms, where they'll have fights in gyms that are sometimes harder than the fights that they have on the night. For me, you know, boxing's moved on, the technology of the gloves has moved on, the protection's moved on, even the gum shields. The gum shield plays a massive part. As I say, I'm sure they're very concerned in the Coveney corner. They're going to be working furiously on that cut. Vasilev, to me, you know, he's breathing quite heavy. I'm watching him there. He's breathing quite heavy. The corner team there, they're helping him breathe. He's having to work hard. That's one thing about Mickey. I mean, to say, he can be a bit one-dimensional, but he's in your face constantly. He'll make you work virtually for every second of the round, which is what he's doing. You know, fortunately, he just walked onto that right hand in that last round there, and he lost it by 10-8 for me. So that puts him 2 points down now.
So Frank, who do you reckon you're going to be interviewing at the end of this?
Well, I'd love to say Coveney, to be honest with you, because I'm not sure how good Vasilev's English is. But at the moment, you know, it's to say Mickey, he was floored quite heavily in that last round. He got up on unsteady legs. It certainly wasn't a flash knockdown. But he came back into the round and finished the round really well. He really did finish the round well after a knockdown like that early in the round. So, and at the moment, it looks like he's getting the upper hand again. So he's just got to keep things nice and tight, nice and tight.
Frank, you couldn't be 100% now watching this fight. Who's going to win? Could you really?
No, absolutely not. As I say, I mean, there's some good work from Mickey in this round. He's made a good start to the round. He's stepping off a little bit to the sides. He's not coming forward in the straight lines that he was before. He's already raised Mickey's
hand. Our main sponsor into the ring is the managing director of Lee Baron, Carl Lehman. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Ken Gerdner, scores at 90. 95 to your Vasilev, and at 96 to the winner.
And exactly the same as me, by.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mickey Coveney is the International Masters Champion at Super Featherweight.
That's all there,